So today I am 10 weeks pregnant. So this week the baby was the size of a kumquat, a prune, or a cashew, which seems a lot smaller than a prune. Maybe we'll just go with prune, even though it's not very cute. So this week Louie's parents actually stayed with us for a couple of days. So it was a pretty busy week with them staying with us and then lots and lots of work. So I was pretty exhausted this week, but it was really fun having them here, and we went over to some family friends of theirs and we told them about the baby as well, so that was pretty exciting. I also had my blood work done yesterday. I had the first trimester screening and also all of the other bloods that you're meant to have done when you find out you're pregnant. I just didn't have them done straight away because I'd already had heaps of bloods taken in a few weeks before I found out I was pregnant, so the doctor was like, just have them all done at the same time. So I'll get the results from that on Monday, so hopefully they're all good. I also received a letter in the mail from the hospital that I'm booked into. So I booked into the hospital straight away when I found out I was pregnant to make sure that I secured a spot, and then I just had to call them up a week later and say that I had confirmation from the doctor. So I received a letter that said that I have an appointment in a couple of weeks, so I think I will be about 13 weeks pregnant then, maybe 14. So it's a few weeks off, and I get to meet with a midwife and discuss what type of labour I want and what type of care I want during the pregnancy. So if I want one-on-one midwife care or general midwife care, or if I want GP shared care or obstetrician care. So I'd really like to have the get to know your midwife care, which is 4 midwives or so, and you have one particular midwife that is yours, and you see her for every appointment, and then she's there for your labour, or you have one of the other midwives that you've met with as well if that particular midwife isn't available for your labour. And I forgot to mention that last week Louie and my mum and Bill and I went to Babies R Us, and we just had a little look at prams and a few other little things there, and we chose a really cool pram that we both really liked, but then we looked at reviews online and they weren't crash hot, so I'm not really sure, but yeah, it was just a bit of fun because it was so early on in the pregnancy, so we'll come back to prams a lot later and decide on one to buy. Symptoms this week have been tiredness again, just because I've been working a few extra hours, so I've been super exhausted. I'll work the whole morning and then come home and just fall asleep. I just can't stay awake. So yeah, I've been having a lot of naps and going to bed really early and not wanting to get out of bed in the morning as well. I was feeling pretty sick at the start of the week, really nauseous on the Friday, and it was really hard to get out of bed because I was feeling so sick and I just didn't want to eat anything, but I had to. So yeah, that wasn't very fun, but the rest of the week I've been feeling pretty good and I haven't really felt sick today at all, so hopefully I'm starting to get towards the second trimester, awesome time when you don't feel sick. This week my hay fever has been really bad. It's been quite sunny and we're finally getting spring here in Melbourne, so there's lots of pollen and flowers are blooming and people are mowing their lawns, and yeah, I'm just so sneezy all the time. It's really hard to breathe. I get itchy throat, itchy eyes, and I went to the pharmacist and had a really good chat with her, and she researched all of the different medications that there were, even different nasal sprays, and she was like, yeah, there's not really anything that you can have except for a Fess salt nasal spray. Everything else is kind of not recommended during the first trimester, so you should probably stay away from them. So I was like, oh, okay then. I'll just deal with the symptoms. Food cravings this week. I've only really craved a McDonald's cheeseburger, which was pretty naughty. I really wanted it. It was when Louis' parents were here, and so I said, oh, I really, really want a cheeseburger, but I didn't want to go to McDonald's with them. So Louis' mum actually said, oh, why don't we just make hamburgers for dinner? And I was like, okay. I was like, that's not really the craving that I have. I really wanted the fatty, gross, fake cheeseburger that has lots of sugar and salt and horrible things in it. That's what I really wanted, not a beautiful homemade gourmet hamburger. But yeah, anyway, so even after we'd had the hamburgers, I was like, yeah, I still really want a cheeseburger. But I didn't indulge in it, and then I still kind of wanted it the next day, but I didn't get it, and then it just went away. So yeah, I haven't really had any other cravings this week. Is anything making me crazy or sick? Nothing in particular, but it's really hard choosing food that I really like at the moment. I still don't like the thought of a lot of things, and it takes me a really long time to decide what I want to eat, especially for dinner. A lot of the times, I'll go through a million suggestions for things to cook and takeaway food, and I'm just like, nothing sounds good. I don't know what I'm going to eat. Maybe I'll just go to sleep. But I force myself to eat something, and yeah, just food's not very exciting for me at the moment, which is a shame because I'm a bit of a foodie. Do I miss anything? Not really this week. So my current weight is still exactly the same. It is 68 and a half. I thought that I had put on a bit of weight during the week. I was weighing myself kind of later on in the day, not in the mornings, and I thought, oh, that's pretty heavy. So I thought maybe I'd put on half a kilo or a kilo, maybe even 1.5. But so then I weighed myself this morning, and nope, exactly the same. So yeah, my weight has stayed the same the whole time. Sleep is okay, still not fantastic. I've been doing a lot of it again. I've been getting up about twice in the middle of the night to go to the toilet, so a little bit more than last week, but not too crazy. My energy levels, it's kind of been up and down. When I'm working, definitely after work, I'm just wrecked. I'm just so exhausted, so achy, everything just hurts, and I'm just so tired. I can't keep my eyes open. But today I'm not working and I'm feeling okay. Not 100%, but pretty good. So products I am using this week, I haven't really been using too much of my ginger products, which is good because I was using a lot of them before, but I did use my C-bands quite a lot on Friday when I was feeling really sick. And for stretch mark prevention, I've been using, this is the same as the last couple of weeks, but I might not have mentioned it. I've been using a lot of oils, sweet almond oil and apricot oil, and then I just mix it with a really heavy lotion and put it everywhere. So hopefully that helps a tiny bit. And oils are just really, really nice. They soak in really well. Emotionally this week, Louie and I have just been talking a lot about making plans for trips and stuff in the future, and then we're like, oh, we'll have a 6-month-old or a 1-year-old at that point, so we have to factor that in, and it's just really crazy to think about that in the future, like how are our lives going to be different next year, and it's so crazy at the moment, and so easy to just pick up and go away for a weekend. So yeah, it's just really exciting to think about that. So this week I'm really excited to have Louie's brother and his wife and their little baby girl come to visit us. Our little niece is 1.5, so we can't wait to see her, and it's her first trip to Melbourne, which is very exciting. And we're also going to a friend's wedding, which is why they're down. So that'll just be a really fun wedding. It sounds really cool and cash, and lots of fairy lights and lots of really good food, and yeah, it just sounds really fun. So I think that's going to be really exciting. And tonight Louie and I are going into the city to meet a couple of friends for dinner. So it's just two couples, and one of them is our friends that have the 4-month-old baby. So we're going to tell them finally that we're having a baby of our own, and we've been waiting so long to tell them, and yeah, it's just going to be so exciting to finally let them know. And yeah, we'll tell a couple of friends as well that couldn't make it tonight, but who are going to the wedding. We'll tell them kind of off outside in a corner so that we don't steal anybody's thunder on the wedding day. So that'll be fun. And also we'll be getting the results from the first trimester screening on Monday, so that will be really interesting, and I'll see if I'm low in iron or vitamin D or anything like that, so that'll be interesting too. Okay, so that's it for this week, guys, and here is my baby bump shot. Okay guys, so this is my 10-week baby bump shot. So from the front with my shirt down, and from the side, and from the other side, and with my top up. So I've ordered some maternity jeans and ASOS because I think these jeans will get a little bit tight quite soon. So yeah, sticking out quite a bit and a little bit bloated, but yeah, even when I wake up in the mornings, my stomach is usually completely flat or like dents in. It sticks out now, so yeah, I always have a permanent bump now, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so there it is for week 10. Thanks for watching as always. I love when everybody comments on my videos, so please leave me a comment below, and like this video if you did, and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next week for my 11-week update. Okay, bye guys.